Hey guys, I wanted to do my top 5 camera accessories on Amazon. I do a lot of camera stuff working with guys, and I see a lot of cool stuff out there, but I wanted to show some rigs and some things that I really have had my eye on that I think can definitely enhance your video or photo experience. The first one's the Rat Rig. This thing's super cool. It's around 200 bucks. I've seen a lot of different rigs like this and sliders. This one really kind of doesn't break the bank and is super, super lightweight and easy to use. I actually came across one of these fairly recently. It can be used a couple of different ways. You can tripod it out. You can almost use it as a handheld piece if you wanted to. Balance it off of something to get a really cool, different, unique shot. Once you shoe in the camera, it's really pretty self-explanatory. You can use it just as a simple slider. You can use it to capture moving shots, to grab any type of angle that maybe you're not seeing or you haven't seen it using a camera as a standard handheld. I love stuff like this. It kind of can take a simple shot and make it look really, really cool. And it's exciting to see these things kind of in video, and when you're kind of looking back at your edits, you always find stuff that you didn't know was there, and this rig helps you kind of create a lot of different photo and video opportunities. So check out the Rat Rig. The link will be down below. The next one is really a simple purchase. This is something that makes a lot of sense. It's a Spider holster. It's super lightweight for your camera. If you travel with a camera a lot, and I've seen a lot of rigs, a lot of people buy shoulder harnesses, they buy straps that go around their neck. But if you're mobile, this is going to make the most sense. It's not going to bounce around too much. It's obviously not designed for running or sprinting, but it's something that's going to create a easier hands-free scenario for when you're traveling, moving around, potentially at a game, potentially filming. Number 3, this is where it gets good, and really this is some stuff that if you have the budget, if you have the means, this is definitely something that's going to get you a unique shot. This is the Genie 2, and this isn't just like your standard slider. This is going to come in much more expensive than your average slider. It's going to give you a super exciting experience. You're looking at about 2,500 bucks for something like this, but this is going to create a totally unique viewing experience. If you want something that's going to change the whole game for you, this is going to be it. I had to put this in here, and people are probably saying right now, 2,500 bucks, I can't afford that. This thing's sliding a red camera, that's crazy. But I wanted to show something that really could take it to the next level, and something that was going to create a next level experience. And the Genie 2 is totally that. You can use it in so many different ways, so many different environments. It's durable, it can take a beating. I've seen only something of this caliber once in a photo shoot because it's just super expensive. It's more expensive than most folks' cameras, but it's gonna create an experience that nobody's probably seen. So, or at least seen with their own eyes being filmed. Lord knows I've only seen it once. So the link will be below for this. I understand it's expensive. That's why I wanted to include some inexpensive options that you can play with, but that one is super cool. The number 2 must-have is probably my favorite. I'm probably going to end up purchasing one of these. This is something I've never laid eyes on and I've never had my hands on, but I'm probably going to purchase this, to be quite honest with you. This is very inexpensive, and it is absolutely badass. It's basically a skateboard for your camera, to put it simple. You can buy a lot of different rigs like this. I'm going to include one down below that's about 50 bucks and isn't as expensive. It'll be a version of the one depicted above in your video, but I want to put a couple of options out there so you can do so much with this little device. It's It's not going to be as stable as some of the other sliders that we've shown, but this thing is just a super quick option to get a really cool shot. So I would suggest definitely picking up something like this. I mean, you can get any one of these rollers for 50 to 150 bucks, which is going to be way cheaper than anything else on the market right now. Now, you're probably saying I could just get like a skateboard or something. No, you're not going to want to do that. You're going to want something that you can put your camera, screw your camera in or hot shoe it in and give you that more balanced, clean shot. So you're not kind of bouncing around on a skateboard or on a pair of roller skates. This is going to make the most sense to purchase. It's not that expensive and it's not going to break the bank. So I'll put the link down below and you guys can check it out. The last one is probably the most important because it's number one and it's something everybody should own. There's tons and tons of gimbals out there, guys. There's tons of different types of gimbals, but really nothing beats the DJI Ronin S. It is probably the absolutely best, bar none, hands down. Are there cheaper ones? Yes. I shouldn't say cheaper. Are there less expensive ones? Yes. But are they going to have the stabilizer, the all-in-one controls, 3-axis gimbal, handheld movement, everything all in one nice package? No, the closest I've seen anything come to this, and the battery power is not as good as the Crane. And I know everybody always says the Crane product, but this thing is a DJI, and DJI just crushes it when it comes to dependability, reliability. If you have a camera or you do video or you've done any video work, which we all have, you have to have a gimbal in your bag. Everybody has some form of a gimbal, whether it's for a cell phone or for a mirrorless camera or a DSLR mirrorless camera, anything high end, you're going to want to have a good product. Don't go out and buy a $100 gimbal that you can get at Best Buy that's going to just fall apart. This is everything you want in a gimbal, and you can just take so many really cool shots. You can probably do most of what you've seen in the previous 4 other, with the exception of the holster products, with something like this. Now, is it going to be more labor intensive? Yes. But I hope you guys like this list. I definitely put it together with a lot of thought. Some of these things I own, some I don't. I appreciate you guys. The links will be down below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Don't forget to tune in. And I hope you guys like my top 5s.